So I just finished a one-on-one coaching session with one of our latest, newest members of the mental fitness gym program that I'm hosting. And it was, well, funny and not funny. It was something happened that I see, unfortunately, very often happening. So most of the women who join this program is because they're high achieving moms. They have a big heart and they feel terribly guilty for raising voice with their kids, like being triggered by their kids and then regretting it afterwards. That's why they join. But when they join and when they start applying the principles of mental fitness and dealing with this situation and turning it around completely, what comes up later on as they clean up the relationship with their kids and not get triggered anymore by them, then it comes to lifting heavier weights, and that's usually the relationships. So this particular lady, she opened the call today with me by saying that she needs help with her eldest child. So I started taking notes, and then she was like, she started laughing, but that kind of, the bitter, sad laugh. And she said, well, the eldest child that didn't come out of my womb, And I was like, still looking at her like, okay, probably your stepkid. And she's like, my husband. And I was like, oh, that one. Okay. So we had an entire conversation around that. And I helped her see how she can apply the mental fitness principles to this relationship as well. It's a little bit more advanced level. It's ninja level because we get triggered even more sometimes than by our kids. We get triggered by our partners, spouses, husbands, or wives, whatever your situation is. But one of the key things that I helped her shift the perspective was because her problem was like, we are triggering each other. He's treating me, he's this like high positioned manager, and he's treating me like his assistant at home, which I'm not, right? He's treating me, he's micromanaging me as his assistant. He treats me like his nanny and cook and cleaner and everything. And I was like, I'm not. But at the same time, she's treating him as her eldest child. So I told her, well, actually, you're triggering each other, and this is 50-50, and it's a dance. And we are not in mental fitness to manipulate others. And I say that to every new coming cohort. This is not a course in parenting where I give you manipulation techniques to make your kids obey and make them be more controllable so that they do what you want them to do. No, mental fitness is all about managing your part. Because in any relationship, it's 50-50. And if you cannot control is not the right word. If you cannot manage your response, if you react from a trigger, you're not able to effectively manage your reaction. How can you expect to manage and control reactions of others? Like, that's not how it works. So let's focus on ourselves and see what is it that we can do, the 50% of our contribution into this relationship that we can change, because that will completely change the dynamic of the entire relationship. Even if nothing else changes, your partner doesn't change, but I can guarantee you the moment you start changing your reactions, you stop being triggered. You stop letting those like fingers push into your wounds. You start covering them. There are no more buttons to be pushed. Then the whole relationship changes. Okay. So this is what she was leaving the call with. I gave her pointers to the content area where we are hosting all of our mental fitness foundations and the beginnings of the trauma-informed therapy as well in the way that I can do in a group basis. So she knows exactly where to go, what pieces of learning that she needs to go through. She got a practice plan, so she came up herself with things that she wants to start doing in the coming days, because we also adjusted her expectations. This is not a quick fix. None of the mental fitness stuff is quick fix. It's like doing your physical fitness and wanting to lose weight and get back in shape after Christmas. It's not that you buy a membership and you go to the gym once and then you look into the mirror and you expect to see a ripped body. Like, that's not going to happen. You need to show up there. And the more often you show up, the more committed you are, the faster and better results you will see, right? It's the same with mental fitness. So now she developed her own practice plan that will fit her needs, her family, and her specific challenges in this relationship so that she starts building those mental muscles, and she goes from completely triggered and like rah, and then they both engage in this downward spiral. She knows how to start practicing so that she disengages from the trigger and she starts rebuilding, going back to the basics of the relationships and going back to where that compassion, love, and all of those good qualities that you loved about the person, the reason why she married him and why she had 3 kids with him, why she moved across half of the world with him, like they are going back to basics, and she will feel much more in control, and she will stop treating him as her eldest child. So I just wanted to share this quick video with you. I wanted to share this experience with you because I know there are lots of women in my space who come to me to get help in their relationships with their kids because they feel guilty as moms, that they keep having their mommy tantrums, they keep yelling, raising voice at their kids. But this is usually something that's playing a role as well. It's the secondary problem that you see. It's just my relationship. I just don't want to be a bad mom, but yeah, kind of it hurts me in the background as well, the relationship with my husband, spouse, or partner. So if you're in in a similar situation, if you have problems with mommy tantrums and any kind of relationship triggers, which you would like to turn around and go back to basics of that love and harmony and go back to the reason why you're with that person in the first place, then what you can do, you can sign up for my upcoming free webinar workshop that will be happening in a couple of days. So I'm going to post the link in the comment section. So look it up, join us, it's free. And I look forward to seeing you there, because what I'm going to share, I'm going to give you the entire roadmap of actually what you need in place to have that result that you want, to have that thriving relationship, to feel like you're a great mom, to feel like you're in that loving relationship again with your spouses again also. And it does take some work, but it is relatively simple. You just need to have a couple of basics in place. And I'm going to talk about that in that upcoming webinar. So join us there. So see you soon. Wish you a great weekend and wish you a peaceful and loving interactions with your loved ones. Take care.